Alright you guys, this is a push day walkthrough and we're just going to get straight into it. What I do to warm up normally is I'll grab a band and I'll make sure to do like 3 sets of 20 face pulls, and really what I'm doing here, what I'm thinking about doing is just trying to get as much blood into the rear delts and shoulders as possible. So I'm not only just pulling back, but I'm also pushing my hands outward, and this has helped me keep my shoulders just completely healthy. Since I started doing these, I do not have any more shoulder pain. So yeah, I'm just trying to warm up the back, open up the chest a little bit, get some blood in my back, and then I will do just some stuff to get my my lats warmed up, a little bit of blood in my lats. And here is the next warm up. I've just used 2.5s, and this warm up might be difficult for people if you're first trying this, because shoulder mobility is something that I definitely had to work at, and it's not something you can just get good at right away. But you'll see I'll just be face down and I'm doing this. Some guy at the gym showed me this and I started doing it, and oh my god, it made my workouts that much better. But yeah, really, it brings a shit ton of blood into the shoulders and back, warms up everything super nice. And yeah, you just kind of, I don't really know how to describe this, but just basically do this, maybe like 20 reps of it, hands behind the back, nice, really stretch everything you're doing to make sure you're trying to activate all your muscles. And then, towards the end, I'll do some raises here. And yeah, that's actually, no, there's one more warm up. This is the final warm up. I'll head over to a pec deck, or you can use a cable fly, whatever you have at the gym. But I'll just start using like a super light weight, and where my head is at with this is I'm really just trying to even out the chest. Sometimes, the left side of your body is going to be a little bit tighter than the right side of your body, and you'll see I'm adjusting it here just to make sure that I'm really stretching out the chest. And yeah, I just use a light weight with this, and I'll do 2 sets of 20 reps just to make sure that my chest is activating evenly, and I'm warming up the chest for the heavy pressing movement, which is what I'm going to start this workout with. But I'm not going to go crazy here. I'm just going to focus on contraction and the stretch. And if you do these 3 warm-ups before every push day, I guarantee you, your pumps are going to be better. Your shoulders are going to feel better before your workouts. You're not going to feel all uneven. One side gets a better pump than the other. And yeah, I highly recommend warming up. I used to not warm up at all, and that will catch up to you fast. If you're training heavy and you're training with high intensity, it will catch up to you. Yeah. Also, when warming up, it's a great opportunity to lock the fuck in. Like, you can't just jump straight into a high intensity workout. I mean, you can, but for me, warming up works not only as a great way to keep me healthy, but prepare myself for the workout. I start the music, the pre-workout is still kicking in, and I'm ramping up my internal energy, if that makes sense, and just getting ready to go ape shit on my workout. So alright, so we're gonna start the workout with an incline dumbbell movement. And I don't like to have the dumbbell, or I don't like to have the incline bench set up too high. I like it a little bit lower. I can feel it more in my chest rather than my front delts, and the movement just feels overall better. For you might like it higher. Some people might like it even lower, but this is the spot that works for me. And I got about 12 reps right there. So that was the goal for me. I just wanted 12 reps, nice clean reps. And the first set isn't always the best set for me. Even though I did all those warm-ups, sometimes, it takes that first set to really get kicked into gear. And yeah, it'll just keep ramping up as the workout goes. So I'm just going to be doing 3 sets of this, and I generally like to take them all to failure, or at least 1 rep from failure. And I was not feeling strong this day, or my strength drop off was pretty tremendous. I only got like 7 reps, I believe, but I'm still just gonna keep pushing. And yeah, it's the second set. And then here, I just asked one of the guys from the gym to give me a spot because, you know, my strength drop off was so bad. It was kind of pissing me off, so I wanted to make sure I could get just a couple extra reps afterwards, just to, you know, keep the intensity up. And yeah, so I just asked the homie. Don't be afraid to ask people at the gym to, you know, help you out, you know, give you a spot. I'm sure they would love to. And you see here, I was super fucked up after this, after this fucking 3 exercises. And here I'm starting with the second exercise of the entire workout. So you might not have this machine, but you probably have some sort of machine chest press. And if you have no machines, you know, just do some sort of flat dumbbell press, something like that. But here I'm going to be doing 3 sets again. And, you know, this is not really going to be so much about weight, but because the first, you know, incline dumbbell exercise, I generally try and push like the most weight, because at the beginning of the workout you're going to be the strongest. And of course I'm still going to try and use a good amount of weight, but for this second exercise, really I'm more focused on quality reps, you know, huge stretch, huge fucking squeeze. And it's more of, you know, a feel movement and pump movement rather than like strength. That's just what kind of makes sense in my head. But yeah, here I go. And also rest times. I want to talk about rest times. Generally, I'm always looking at the clock, and I try not to rest any more than, you know, 2 minutes between every set. I see a lot of people, you know, taking a huge amount of rest time between their sets, and which is good for strength. I think for, you know, powerlifting and stuff like that, it's really good to take big rest times, because then you're going to be able to, you know, hit the weights with a lot of strength. But for, you know, bodybuilding and, you know, getting a big ass pump and keeping the intensity high, I don't think that you should be, you know, resting at all. You should be getting back into the machine, you know, and being like, fuck, I don't want to hit this, fuck, I don't want to, like, your muscles are still screaming, but you've given yourself still enough time to, you know, get a solid amount of reps. And I think that this is super important, because, you know, you have to keep the intensity high. And, you know, I don't know why I feel that way, but it just feels like the most effective. And also, the harder you work, and like the more you're fucking breathing hard and rolling, the workout is just so much more enjoyable and euphoric. Like, you don't know what the fuck's going on, because you're going from machine to machine, from, you know, from set to set, just giving it your all. And it's like, it's really a fun experience, and challenging as well. Possible. See how I'm tucking my chin? I really should have my head back to open up my chest a little bit more. And I think I fixed this later on. I think I noticed I was doing that, and I had to, you know, put my head back. The third movement is going to be dumbbell shoulder press. I've been trying to incorporate a little bit more shoulders into my workouts. And by this shoulder press, just after those first 2 movements, the incline dumbbell 3 sets, the machine chest press 3 sets, I'm fucking dying. Like, my chest is ungodly full right now, but I'm really trying to work on my shoulders. And, you know, you'd be surprised how strong your shoulder press could be. And one main thing that I see all the time at the gym is people with extremely flared elbows, and they are not going very deep with their dumbbell shoulder press. And Yeah, it's fun to, I've been there too. I've grabbed the 100 pounds with my flared elbows and a slightly inclined bench and, called it a dumbbell shoulder press and press the hundreds. But that is not going to build you some big ass shoulders. What'll build you some big ass shoulders is, touching, and a big ass chest, honestly, is using those dumbbells and touching, your shoulders, going as deep as you possibly can. And, at first you might not think your shoulders can do that, but I promise you, if you go down in weight, start from scratch and rebuild it again, it'll be worth it. It'll only take a month to, get good at the new form and be able to press weight again. And if not, more weight, just because it's a more consistent setup and your shoulders aren't going to be all fucked up from terrible form. And here, I finished up with 3 sets of those dumbbell shoulder press, and here I'm just going into this lateral raise. If you have this lateral raise machine at your gym, you gotta be using it, because this thing is fucking awesome. But if you don't have this, I recommend just using some dumbbells, or really any lateral raise machine, or free weights, or you can another good setup is using the cables, and you can do single arm, and it's very similar. But yeah, here I'm just adding some shoulders in there. Yeah. And here I was working out with this big ass fucking dude. He actually was ginormous, but sometimes working out with people who are just fucking jacked will give you this second wind. This guy has to fucking hop in the set with me, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this shit. And I don't know, the fucking environmental pressure of another fucking giant ass jack dude will definitely help you get an extra couple reps. So I went up in weight and was trying to really push it here, and I believe I did 3 sets here, and I went all to failure. I know training to failure every single fucking set and doing this much volume isn't the most optimal thing in the world, but goddamn, man, I love it. I just can't get enough of it, and it's so worth it to me. Say I make 2%, less gains because of it. Oh, goddamn, bro. The next workout I have, I'm just so excited to get in there and train like that again, and sleep good, eat good, and make sure I can get through that fucking workout. But you'll see here, I'm doing some rear delt fly, and this one, it took me so long to be able to get a good feel it, really feel it in my rear delt. But the cue that helps the most for me when doing these rear delt flies is leading with my wrists. Don't lead with your elbows, don't lead with your, back or shoulders. Just completely let that arm hang and stretch. Try and pause right there at the bottom and push out with your wrist. And you should feel a ton of tension in that rear delt. And you're probably wondering, why are you hitting a back or a rear delt movement on a push day? And how you get your shoulders to look big and just really add to your physique is rear delts. Once I discovered that, I was doing face pulls, rear delt flies. I would do it every single workout because, I never really thought about it. But if you look at a lot of these people, when their rear delts are protruding out of their fucking back and shoulders, it adds so much, it adds a whole nother level of detail to their, physique. And I just saw that and I was like, damn, I don't have any rear delts. I gotta fucking put some on. I gotta fucking add that. So I just, did that a shit ton. And now I do it every push day, I train my rear delts quite a bit. So, and here now I'm going to tricep pushdown. I love just a simple heavy ass tricep pushdown, and just it's almost like a fucking ass to grass tricep pushdown, because I'm squatting as deep as I can with my triceps, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'll do I did 3 sets here on tricep pushdown, and by the end of this workout, my triceps were so fucking fried from all the pressing movements, and also my chest. I was just super fucking dead, and today I just could not handle. Normally I'll do a chest fly movement because I love chest fly. It just feels really good. But I was completely dead, so I knew I wasn't gonna gain anything out of doing flies, so I just decided to go straight to tricep pushdowns and finish up there. But I hope you guys enjoy the workout. If any of you guys run it, let me know in the comment section down below how you liked it. And also in the description, I'll put the entire workout so you don't have to like skip through this and look through every clip and see exactly what I did. So if you want the full workout, just go down in the description. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next video.